Beth. How are you today?
I'm good, Don. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us today and being willing to share your story with other people. You have an incredible transformation, and yeah, I think that it would be beneficial for people to hear about it. So let's just get started by what brought you here? How did you find us?
Um, so I found you guys on social media. I actually I had started a protocol with a product, and I knew that I wanted to try the products, but the first provider I tried, I didn't have confidence in, and she kind of left me hanging. It was like I didn't get the full instructions. I didn't get a good protocol, and she told me I could contact them any time I was having very severe reactions. And after 5 business days, I was like, no, I'm not going to spend this much money and be ignored.
Right,
Just, I don't have that in me.
right. What were the main concerns? Was it pigment or
Pigment.
anti-aging? It was pigment.
Yeah, I had melasma. I live in Southern Florida, and even though I was using SPF, I probably should have been using it more often, a better quality SPF, and I'd gone it on my own for quite a bit, trying different products, and I think I got as far as I thought I could get myself, and so that's when I started searching for another provider, and I came across Spruce on social media, and the transformation photos were just amazing. And I kind of related to your story a lot in that I was trying to go it myself, and I got as far as I could, and I was looking for someone who specialized in melasma treatment.
See, I mean, I'm just staring at your skin right now because it really is flawless. Like it looks incredible. It really,
Yeah.
really, really does. Yeah, you are very right. We're very different in that we are going to give you a very customized protocol. It's going to be very detailed. You're going to have to read it and take the time to read it and understand it. But it's we don't leave any details out. There's no guesswork, and we're definitely here to support you along the way. How did you feel about the protocols?
So the protocols, I would have to say that it was easier to follow for me than the previous provider, just because you guys gave the instruction and you addressed common questions that people have. And you were also available, like if we had a question, or needed something or weren't quite sure on something. So I found the protocol actually easy to follow after trying to guess at the previous protocol. The instructions were really good in the fact that how to apply the product,
Mhm.
how long you're supposed to do, how long you're supposed to wash your face, you know, what order you're supposed to go in. And it's a lot more clear and easy to follow for someone virtually.
Yeah, I agree with that. And sometimes people like when they first look at a protocol because our sheets are long, as you know, it can be a little overwhelming to look at it first. But to me, it's much better than just throwing products at me and even giving me a list. Even if you tell me how to use them or what order to use them in, there's so much more about it that goes into it besides just that.
Right.
Like, how much of this product do I use? Is it supposed to feel this way when I put it on? How long between each
Exactly.
step? Like, there's so many things that make such a difference because application, the way that you use it, how much you use it makes a huge difference in whether you're going to get results or not, 100%. It's like medication for your face, essentially. It's like if you are taking medication for your heart and you don't use enough of it, you don't follow exactly, use the exact milligrams you're supposed to be using, it's not going to work the same way. And your
Mhm.
face is no different. And pumping something out of a tube of, skincare products, there's quite a variation of how much and you would get out of it and how to use it.
I actually love the amount of information that I received because, as someone who received no information previously other than a list of products and what order to use them, this actually, I found it not overwhelming. I actually appreciate it as someone who's very detail oriented, having the information and what order to apply them and how to apply them and how long to massage, the product in, and just the specific details. I knew I was, they're expensive products, and I knew I wasn't getting the full benefit of them the way I was using them. And so I wanted to, get the results that I knew that I could achieve, I guess. And for me, it was actually more beneficial to have the detailed instructions.
I agree with you 100%. It's just something when we're very different from everybody else. And so, like, people aren't used to getting that. So, sometimes when you get that first one, you're like, oh my gosh, I kind of get that way with anything new. Like, oh my God. And then once I read it, I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, this is like my Bible. This is awesome. And
I
so,
Right off the bat, I
seriously,
could tell that this was different than what I'd done before, and I knew this is what exactly what I needed to get the results that I wanted.
awesome.
Wasn't overwhelming. I appreciated it so much. The amount of education you provided was just amazing.
Now, we do know that those skincare journeys aren't always fun.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes you have to go through some reactions to get to the skin that you now have, which is absolutely gorgeous. What were some challenges with that?
Um, I think I definitely had reactions. You're definitely, in order to get results, you have to transform your skin. You have to have reactions to see improvement. So it's funny because at first, I was like, oh, my face is red, I'm getting this reaction. But actually, as the protocol, I went through the protocol, and the longer that I was on my journey, the more I look forward to the reaction because I could see the improvements. I could tell my skin was transforming. And I guess I've been a dieter all my life. And one of the things that struck with me in dieting that I also applied to the skincare journey was that you didn't put on this weight overnight. You've put on this weight for years and years and years. And I don't think I ever properly knew how to take care of my skin. So I'd had years and years of damage. So I didn't expect it to be an overnight process. And I knew that reactions were needed in order to get improvement. So I welcomed them. And I think from the time I started, the products have changed, and you found different products, and you're constantly checking out new products. And the products that have been added, the reactions aren't nearly as bad as when I first started when we were on previous project products. So actually, the it's easier to manage now the reactions than it was previously.
Nice. I agree with you 100%. And I always say without a reaction, there's no repair. And without repair, there's no change. And everyone wants that great result, just like everybody wants a great body without having to diet or exercise. And it doesn't come like that. And that's
No,
just reality. If anybody promises you that, you need to run far away because it just doesn't happen.
yeah,
But the reactions are, like you said, especially with our newest protocols. And I am always trying to find better. Every single day since the past 12 years I've been in business trying to find a better way to make it even better. And while the results were great before, they're so much better now because compliance levels are better because the reactions are more tolerable. So you're still going to experience redness, peeling, burning, stinging, itching,
mhm,
possibly purging breakouts. All of these things can possibly happen, but it's a lot more manageable with the support products that we have now. And
yes.
I agree 100%. How fast did you start noticing changes in your skin?
Um, Pretty much instantly. You're not. It was like a gradual process where it kept getting better and better, and even now, I'm still seeing improvements. Even I think I started about a year and a half ago with you guys. I'm still seeing improvements. My skin continues to get better and better and better every month.
It's crazy because you think like you get these results and they typically are really fast. When you start correctives, I would say probably by the end of the first month of correctives, your pigment is significantly gone if you're doing your products the right way for most people. And so you think like this is the best that it's going to be. And you go into maintenance and you're like, okay, this is good. This is good. But the fact that it does, just like you said, it gets better and better and better as it goes on. You are one of several people that have been with us for probably a couple of years. I'd be willing to bet you've been with us for about 2 years if I had to guess.
It might be.
I
It
think it
could
has
be.
been.
It could be.
I think you're one of my OG virtuals.
Yeah.
It's been about 2 years or maybe even a little bit more. And so you and several of the people that have been with me from the beginning of us doing virtuals, seeing incredible results really, really fast. I still look at you guys whenever I see you on social media or in meetings or Zooms or whatever, and I'm like, you guys look incredible. Like I have skin in me. It looks so good. Funny this morning, we actually just posted, she's been with us for a little while and her skin is getting better. And it's just like, wow, wow. And this is because your skin's getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and it's getting in that habit of doing what it's supposed to be doing, acting like it was whenever it was younger. So it is incredible. How would you say that your skin changes have affected your day-to-day life?
So I never used to leave my house without full coverage makeup. Nobody saw my skin naked. I was just embarrassed of the way that my skin looked. And now I am fine to go outside without any makeup. I'm always wearing SPF, and usually a tinted SPF, so it's a light coverage and my skin is always flawless. I mean, obviously, I still go through reactions and have a little bit of red here and there, a little bit of purging, but for the most part, my skin is better than it was in its 20s
I,
when I
I
didn't know how to take care of my skin barrier.
I have to agree. I feel like even though I'm 52, which tastes like vinegar coming out, I feel like my skin is better than it was in my 20s, just like you said, because I did not take care of my skin in my 20s. I baked in the sun. Even in my 30s, whenever I had the laser damage and didn't really know what I was doing, before I was ever in business for myself, and I was trying to fix my skin and trying to do things that made it better. Still today, 20 years later, it's still better than it was even then when I was starting to take care of my skin. So I agree with you. I feel you on that 100%. Um, what would you say to anyone who is on the fence? What would you say, or anybody who is, you know, looking for something to do with their pigment, what would you say to them about getting started, about spruce, um, or any advice for them?
I'd say do it. Do it now because I wish I had started sooner. You'll get your results sooner. I couldn't be happier with the way my skin looks. And it takes work and time and patience, but the results are worth it. And absolutely, I'm a virtual patient. I've all my photos are evidence of it, and I can't thank y'all enough for how much you've changed my life. I feel more confident as a person. Um, it's improved the quality of my life, and it was something that was important to me. So I can't recommend you guys enough, and say just sign up as soon as possible.
I can't thank you enough because whenever you guys get started with us and you start transforming, like it gives us all the feels. It really is. When I say your face is my face, I really mean that. It's like we experience it with you. We get, it's the transformation. It makes us feel just as good because we know how life-changing it can be. And I know firsthand how life-changing it can be, just dealing with my own pigment struggles years ago. So thank you so much for taking your time to share your journey. It's going to help so many people out there that are
Mhm.
watching this. Um, I know a lot of people feel hopeless because they've tried so many things, just like you have tried other things in the past. And when you're let down over and over again, it gets very, very discouraging. So
Yeah.
just letting people know there is hope and that really and truly they could have skin as good as yours, just with the right guidance and with compliance on your part or on
I
their
think I think I was one of the worst cases that probably came to you. And if I can get
part.
it, everybody can. And it's amazing when you get on, like, I do a lot of work video conferencing for my job, and we get on Microsoft Teams. And I have colleagues that are like, wait, how old are you? I thought you were 30. I thought you were in like mid 30s. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't
I'll
make me
take
feel a
it.
ton better.
And the fact that like, makeup, like when I go to events and it's just kind of like you're expected to have a full face of makeup for weddings or events that I've done, speaking events I've done or trainings I've done, and I can't tell every time I'm like I don't even let them even try anymore. I'm like, mm-mm, here's my color science. This is gonna be my foundation, my sunscreen,
Yeah.
because I have literally made people take my foundation off. I'm like, nope, because it looks my natural skin is prettier than when I put on a foundation, which is crazy.
Yeah,
It's
you have a perfect canvas. Why cover it? I feel the same way. I don't like full coverage foundations anymore. I don't need them, and my skin looks prettier when I don't have that on.
You look amazing.
Thank
Again,
you.
thank you
As
so
do
much for
you.
joining. Thank you. Thank you so much for trusting us, for your loyalty, and also for being here to share your story because it is going to be impactful. So, thank you again and have a
All
great day,
right.
Beth.
Thank you.